Okay, so show of hands, how many of you in the room either work for, volunteer for, or sit on the board of a nonprofit organization? I appreciate you all raising your hands. This is going to be really awkward otherwise. What we're here to talk about tonight is some easy steps you can do to move your organization and the group that you call home and you care about from a nonprofit to a for cause. The people behind me are people that I care about, people that I work for, and I'm passionate about this topic. So I'm equipping you with the same knowledge and understanding to move forward and provide the same understanding for your organizations. So first and foremost, budgeting. We operate our budgets for the nonprofit world in a completely different way, completely unorthodox. In a for-profit world, we budget making money. Is that right? At home, we budget to make money. But in the nonprofit sector, we've been kind of hamstringed and we're kept from being able to grow and serve people that we care about. And this is the same reason that since 1970, over 40,000 companies have eclipsed, for-profit companies, have eclipsed the 50 million mark. In the same time period, only 140 nonprofits have done the same. And these are the organizations that we care about that are supposed to be changing the world and solving social issues. So what I'm here to tell you is that for a for-cause organization, it's okay to make profit. The only difference between for-profit and for-cause is the for-profit companies are going to go out there, make money, spend that back into investments, and go make more money. For a for-cause organization, you make money and you put that back into the cause to serve more people. So number two, overhead. This is rooted in a question that you guys are probably all familiar with. What percentage of my dollar goes back to the cause, right? We feel it's very normal to ask that question. It shouldn't be the only question. The other question should be, how much of an impact is the organization making? And this concept that overhead is not part of the cause is keeping organizations from growing and serving more people. So what we've done is we've created a focus on the slice of the pie that's associated with overhead, that's fundraising, that's administrative support, and we want to make sure that slice is as small as possible. But what we're ignoring is how big is the pie. If nonprofit A has an overhead percentage of 10%, but they serve 10 people, and overhead B has an overhead percentage of 30%, but they serve 10,000, where do you want to donate? That's number two. Number three, special events. So the organization that you care about, if it has a golf tournament, a gala, or a 5K run, raise your hand. Keep your hand up if it's got at least two of those. Keep your hand up if it has all three. There's a handful of us out there, right? And my hand is up as well. And what I'm here to say is that events are important because they establish community for a for-cause organization. But if a for-cause organization wants to grow and scale, you can't just have 2 golf tournaments, 2 golf galas, and 2 5K runs. For the last 50 years, the data has showed that money given to charity, 70% comes from people, 16% from foundations, 8% from wills and bequests, and 4 to 5% from corporations, which is the predominant funding source of special events. We should actually spend more time chasing people who are dying than we are the bank sponsorship for the golf tournament. So what I'm telling you is events are important. They're essential to the lifeblood of the nonprofit industry, but a for-cause organization should invest its time in people, relationships, and long-term donations. That's the only way you can scale. So in the next board meeting or event that you're at, you have an opportunity to tell a news story. It's okay for a for-cause organization to budget a profit. It's okay for a for-cause organization to have overhead. In fact, it's the only way they can grow. And if we want to grow and be sustainable long-term, we have to invest in relationships and people because that's who care about the difference we're making in the world. So remember, if you do all these things, you're going to shift from a nonprofit to a for-cause, and you're going to help more people that you care about in the future. Thank you very much.